How y'all doing? I'm Joshua Wiley, and this is part two. I'm sorry it cut off that way, and I had the second part already recorded straight back to back, and it went on for like 15 more minutes, and I just know the devil, didn't want what said. So when I tried to upload it, it showed deleted file. What can you do but do it over, you know? And I just wanted to say, to pick up right where I left off, you know, uh, you can't blame. This is not a blame on women. It's not a blame on men. It's a blame on us all. We were we were the ones duped inside this witch's spell. See, because of our lack of knowledge and us really not realizing that a lot of the elites and those in power really do delve and dabble in witchcraft and sorceries, which means pharmakeia, pharmaceuticals, things of that nature. All of these new drugs and pills are given to dull our mind, dull our senses, so they could keep casting these spells. We've all been a part of this big old spell. We've all playing a part in this witchcraft that's been going on. Witchcraft for our souls. This ain't just some like random thing. This is for our souls. For our souls. For the destructions of our home. Alice A. Bailey. Alice A. Bailey, who was like the prophetess in the Satanic Church. She lived she lived in the early 1900s. She was a student of Madame Blavatsky. She started what's called Lucis Trust. Don't take my word for it. The Truth Loves Investigation. Google it for yourself. Just Google Lucis Trust. Used to be called Lucifer's Publishing. But anyway, she said she was talking to a 2,000-year-old monk, but we really know that was a demon. And he gave her 10 strategies on how to turn our world, our society, into a Luciferian society. This was back in 1920. Her publishing company was first called Lucifer's Publishing. Lucis Trust was first called Lucifer's Publishing. And it's located on Wall Street. It is located on Wall Street in I want to say in our world where all in our United Nations building. the it used to be called Lucifer's Publishing. It's now called Lucis Trust, and it's located in our United Nations building to this very day, y'all. Come on, y'all, we gotta wake up. This is how serious our enemies aren't playing. And when I learned of Sarah Baartman, it is not her fault at all. And uh, but they used her as the blueprint, saying that they could make millions off of her, off of her physical appearance. But the ripple effect has been tremendously just to where, like I say, little girls honestly believe that that's the standard of beauty. The women that we put on a pedestal and listen to. So many people could say, I don't put Nicki Minaj on a pedestal. I don't put Megan Thee Stallion, but let them come around in your city or around you in your neighborhood. Like real talk, you know. I told you I can't scroll on IG from my Facebook, and we the men we played a huge part because we don't want to tell the women to stop. We don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? We like I say, you look on Facebook at the stories and you like, man, the look say the girl you thought was hot to trot in high school. See, hot to trot. That word is stuck in my head now from Hottentot. Now we know where it came from. Thought, Hottentot. But anyway, and you see on the story, you never look at them the same. But anyway, beloved, what I feel like the devil, the reason why he messed up the last 15 minutes of the vid, honestly, is because I started talking about one thing that he doesn't want revealed, and that's the fact. Look, we we are in the last days. We are in the last days, and that ain't the part that he wants revealed, because we know it. We know it. Just nobody want to be honest with themselves. We think, honestly, people think that as long as they don't think about it, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, that's not the case. The world is coming to an end. Christ is coming back soon. And just because we don't think about it doesn't mean it's not coming. Just because we don't think about it doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. Look, like for real. I mean, we look, Jason A. His name Jason A. has a great channel where he just shows a lot of the last day events and things that's going on that the media doesn't want you to show while you're sitting in your home, while you're going through your job, and while you're just coming home watching Netflix, watching TV. You don't realize that there are so many tragedies that the media is leaving out. They're not telling us about all of the earthquakes, all of the tsunamis, all of the crazy stuff going on in the skies, all of the dead animals that's popping. They aren't doing it for a reason. For a reason. They want us to keep sipping the cup of Babylon. Caught up in this little whirlwind. We are at the end of all days. The end of all days. People can say what they want to say about me. I don't care. Like I said, I've been locked up 27 times. I done been here. I don't care if somebody say, oh, he weak, he weird. Who cares? Nothing nobody says can affect me in real life. We are at the end of all days. Look, open your eyes and look. Just 100 years ago, none of this stuff was this way. It wasn't cool for a young girl to be pregnant in school. It wasn't, it wasn't cool for a young guy to take somebody else's life. And when he come out of prison, he getting all the daps and hugs and all that. It wasn't cool. We are in the last days. The social media, the things that's acceptable, the things that we accept, soft porn on our regular cable. Soft porn on our regular cable. As long as we become so used to it, as long as they not just outright hunching like a porn, as long as they not outright just naked hunching, we don't care. They can be under the sheets, sounds, moans, everything, and we'll sit there with our families. Your little daughter right here, your son right here, and everybody just sitting there. Do we see what state we're in? Beloved, one thing, what I know the devil, what they tried to hide from deleting the other video, what he don't want you to know is, he begged Christ to get back into heaven. He begged Christ to get back into heaven. See, that let me know something right there. Heaven is not how it's displayed on that movie screen and in them theaters. It has to be beyond everything that we could totally ever imagine. That's like a little kid getting kicked out of an amusement park. And once he realizes what happens, he looks and he starts crying and like, let me back in, let me back in. When I find out that the devil got kicked, once he got kicked out of heaven, that he begged Christ to get back in, beloved, he doesn't want you to know that, because that lets you know it's beyond what, if he begged to get back in, don't you see it? He doesn't want you there. He can never go back. It has to be a place that's way beyond our imagination, not just some clouds and some table. Too many of us believe that. Can you imagine? It's not just, oh, and oops, I can't do this or I can't do that or I'll get in trouble. God created fun. Can you imagine being around God, the creator of fun? Flying, going to different galaxies like Avatar, like the land is like the Avatar. You're meeting different people and entities and beings, and it's all love and harmony, and there is no death. Beloved, look at this world. Look at this crusty, little, dead, rotten world we live in. Look, I'm not even going to stop recording. Look, it popped off my thing. I'm telling you, the devil don't want y'all to hear that. Never has that ever happened in any of my videos. But I'm so serious. The world, can you imagine that, we this little rotten world we live in. We're so blind. Nobody wants to be honest. Everybody want to put on the front. You know what I'm saying? I cherish every day and everything in life. My lungs are horrible. And the Wi-Fi was eating at it. The 5G from my Wi-Fi was eating at them. Things of that nature. So I cherish every day. And I try to be happy. But beloved, I'm honest. It's a horrible little world we live. Death, pain, sorrow. Everybody's putting on a mask and fronting. Nobody's really happy. Everybody's, even during the pandemic, trying to keep up with the Joneses, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, wanting to show off their bodies here, wanting to show off the things that they have there. I'm just as guilty. I'm just as guilty. Nothing is here worth holding on to. Nothing. Nothing. Tell me what's here that's worth holding on to. I'll wait. I'm willing to take everything and bet it on heaven. I don't care who agrees, who disagrees. I'm willing. I want to. It has to be better than this. Look at your life with honest eyes before it's too late. Probation is about to close. A good friend of mine named Matt Owens asked me to do a study on Revelation, and I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do a study on Revelation, and I'm gonna ask the Holy Spirit how He wants to do it to wrap it all in, wrap it up. But beloved, look at your life with honest eyes. We lie to ourselves every day. We lie to each other. We lie to God. But look, you can't change nothing if you're not looking at yourself honestly. Look, we're at the last of all days. Everything is happening, falling down around us. Everybody's trying to put up a front. Oh, I'm a boss, or I'm balling. I got it all together. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm not good. My body hurt. My heart hurt. My brain hurt. And I'm tired of this world. And I'm tired of being here. It is horrible. And I'm not just saying that, oh, because Josh got some issues in his life. No, it's the truth. I cut the Newsmax off of my phone because every day is about some parents killing their kids. Literally, I'm kid you not. That's all that the news wants to show. Every day somebody's dying in car accidents, deaths, ODing, physical, natural causes, fallen, calamities like the building in Florida. This is an ugly, horrible world we living in, but nobody want to act like they, everybody want to put on that fake front and that fake smile like it's so great and good, but then going home and crying in their bedroom, wishing in their heart that they wasn't alone, that they wasn't feeling horrible, that their body wasn't breaking down. Stop fronting. Just get right with the Lord. And I'm telling you, soon we'll be in heaven. Can you imagine? The devil begged. He begged Christ, could he get back in heaven? It is beyond our wildest dreams. And I'm willing to bet it all and go there. What's used to holding on here, putting on the front? Who, for y'all? Put on the front for people? What for? No, I'd rather say, God, work with me. Take my anger away. Take my lusting away. God, take my self-destruction away. Help me stop serving the God of self that's inside of me. Help me take all this stuff away so I can go to heaven with you. If I got to talk to a million people about the Lord, so be it. If I got to come at every little satanic rapper in the game on the microphone, so be it. Whatever I need to do to spread the message to the youth, to the unheard, I'll do it. I got the talents and the gifts to do it. I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I just want to go home. I hate this world, this ugly, little, rotten world. Stop putting on this front and stop. Look at your life honestly. Look at things around you honestly. This is a horrible world. Pain, death, sorrow, bills, destruction, backbiting, hating, loneliness, depression, anxiety. It's horrible. Deaths after deaths, killing after killings. It's horrible. No, the devil don't want you to know that he begged Jesus. Could he go back into heaven? No, he don't want you to know that. He wants you to keep thinking that earth is the stuff and keep putting on fake fronts and fake smiles. Beloved, I don't care. I don't care. Heaven has to be better than this. Has to be better than this. I love y'all. Appreciate all the love and support. Don't forget Sarah Baartman. It wasn't her fault that she was used as the first blueprint. I couldn't imagine what she went through. Couldn't imagine what she went through. Miles from home, kidnapped, forced to perform on stages, in cages. When you actually read the newspapers, it just hit me. It says she was screaming in the cages like an animal, and it was a part of the act. I don't think so. It just now hit me. I think some of them times she was really screaming for help, and the people didn't care. Now look at the spirituality of that. How many of the women and men, how many of us are really out here screaming for help? Everybody's just too entertained to care. Too entertained to care. I had some people try to criticize me for making a song where I'm exposing Lil Nas X. I prayed for hours and days. I'm in the song glorifying Jesus and exposing a Satanist who's coming after our young boys to turn them into girls. And they got the nerve to tell me I'm lost because I made that song, even though I teach, not looking at my fruit. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going after the kids in Babylon. What are you doing? Criticize me, throw your stones. They're out there, they're crying, they're dying, and none of you are caring. Nah, you rather sit back and point your fingers at those of us who are trying with all the gifts and talents that we can possess. It's like a good friend of mine, uh uh Gency. Gen Genesee. I know I said your name wrong, but he has a wonderful YouTube channel that I'm definitely gonna and he deals with hygiene and diet and things of that nature. He told me earlier today, Gen Gen C, and I know I probably said it wrong, brother. Please forgive me. I'm straightening it out on the next video. And but he told me this morning, he said, Josh, don't you dare let them get to you and make you feel bad. He said when the disciples wasn't catching fish with the nets on in their regular way of doing it, Christ told them, you got to cast the nets on the other side of the boat. Sometimes he tells us to do other things and other means to reach the fish, to catch the fish. But anyway, this is a whole nother video that I was going to do, so I'm not going to get off of that. I don't want to get back on society and Sarah Baartman, but I guess it all goes in together because, while some of you are quick to criticize me, not knowing what I'm going through, not knowing what's going on in my life, not knowing what God has told me to do. If I'm gifted and talented, I had my own TV show for years. I've been doing this for years. I was crowned Clarksville's freestyle champion. I have the gift and ability to make music, to sing, to teach, to do this. But I'm supposed to just sit on it. Why? Because it doesn't fit your narrative? No, I'm going after the children before it's too late. I hate this world, and I hate the prince of this world, the devil. What are you doing to work against him? He's taking lives. He's destroying people. I say I'm visual. I saw Sarah Baartman in that cage. What are you doing to go get the children? To open the eyes of people? You don't care that there's a million other Sarah Baartmans out here right now. A million little girls and grown women who are suffering, who are miserable, who are dying inside. No, because you're too busy entertained. You love scrolling through the IG. You'll criticize it from the pulpit and you'll criticize it to your friends. But when you're at home, you're scrolling and you're watching and you're looking and you enjoy it. What are you doing? Beloved, I'm willing to believe it all and bet it all. Heaven has to be better than this. Heaven has to be better than this. The devil doesn't want you to know that he begged Christ to go back in. And he doesn't want you to be there. He wants you to miss out on our imaginations can't even grasp what's waiting for us. But you want to front and hold on to this little dirt pile. You hold on to this little dirt pile. Josh not. And I'm trying to open the minds and the ears of whoever wants to listen. And I'm going to try to reach them whichever way the Holy Spirit tells me to. Y'all have a good one. Don't let Sarah Baartman's life be in vain. Y'all have a good one. God bless.